The first snow of December drifted down like tiny feathers, softer and quiet enough that most people didn't notice the young woman sitting alone on the frozen bench outside the train station. But Emma did. She pulled her scarf tighter and watched the world hurry past the girl on the bench, a girl no older than 20, shoulders trembling, jeans torn not for style but from life itself. She stared down at her hands as if afraid to lift her head. Her thin jacket was no match for the cold, and yet everyone walked by. No one even slowed down, except one tiny person. Emma felt the tug on her coat before she heard the voice. "Mommy broken bar, why is that girl sitting alone?" Her daughter, Lilia, 6 years old, all heart and honesty, stood staring at the young homeless woman with wide, innocent eyes. Emma knelt beside her. "Sweetheart, a broken bar, she's just having a hard time." Lily didn't look satisfied. If anything, she looked worried. "Can we check if she's okay?" Emma hesitated. She had errands, groceries, plans, like everyone else. But something about the young woman, about the way she looked like she was trying not to disappear, pulled at her. So they walked over. The girl on the edge. "Hi there," Emma said softly, stopping a few feet away. "Are you all right?" The young woman startled, quickly wiping her eyes. "I'm fine." "Really? You don't have to." But her voice cracked, betraying the truth. Lily stepped forward, small boots crunching on the snow. The woman looked up, and now Emma saw the exhaustion behind those eyes. Days without rest, maybe years without safety. She couldn't have been more than 20. "My name is Lily," the child said sweetly. "What's your name?" The young woman swallowed. "Hannah." "That's pretty." Lily smiled. Hannah blinked, as if she hadn't heard a compliment in months. The hug that broke the ice. Then Lily tilted her head, studying her carefully, and then so gently it almost didn't sound relish. She asked, "I think you need a Hugo broken bar. Can I hug you?" Hannah froze. Of all the things she expected that die, a cold, hunger, loneliness, a hug was not one of them. Her lips parted, but no words came out, only tears. Slowly, she nodded. Lily wrapped her tiny arms around her, hugging with the simple, powerful sincerity only children carry. And Hannah, broken bar she broke, not in a painful way but in the way a frozen river cracks when spring finally arrives. She sobbed into the little girl's shoulder, whispering, "I haven't been hugged in a very long time." People walking by slowed down. Some even stopped, because something about the sight of a child hugging a homeless woman felt like a reminder the world desperately needed. The story behind the tears. When Hannah finally pulled away, she apologized. "Sorry, a broken bar, I didn't mean to. A broken bar, lose it." "You're allowed," Emma said. "You're human." For the first time, Hannah managed a small smile. She told them she'd aged out of foster care. She had no family, no safety net, no one checking if she made it through each night. She'd been looking for work, but shelters were full of broken bar, and hope was something she was running out of. Emma felt her heart twist, and Lilia, innocent, pure-hearted Lilia, took Hannah's hand and said, "You can come to our house. Mommy makes really good soup." Emma nearly laughed and cried at the same time. "We can't take you home tonight, a broken bar," she said carefully, "but we can help." The unexpected turn. Emma called a friend who worked at a community center. Within minutes, they arranged a temporary safe place for Hannah to stay. But the biggest surprise, Hannah didn't want money. She didn't ask for anything except one small favor. She looked at Lily and whispered, "Thank you for seeing me broken bar. People usually pretend I'm not even here." Lily squeezed her fingers. "My teacher says people need love like they need food." Hannah laughed softly, and maybe her first real laugh in months. Emma drove Hannah to the center. On the way, Hannah confessed something. "I was close to giving up. Told they a broken bar. You two saved me." Emma felt her throat tighten. Sometimes the biggest rescues come from the smallest people. A new beginning. A few months later, Emma and Lily were walking out of the grocery store when someone called out, "Emma, Lily." They turned. It was Hannah, clean clothes, warm coat, and the hopeful glow in her eyes. She had a job now at the community center. She had a room. She had stability, and she had something she thought she'd lost forever, a future. She knelt to Lily's height. "You gave me my life back," she said. "That Hugo broken bar, it changed everything." Lily smiled proudly. "Sometimes people just need someone to care." Hannah hugged her again, this time not out of desperation, but gratitude.